I done a video on this case for my main channel when news broke. I'm going to add that video, then post new info and updates to get everybody up to speed. Jessica Stacks was last seen in Union County on January the 1st of this year. That video that I recorded and that I'm about to post right here was from the beginning of January, so keep that in mind. I feel really drawn to this case because this is not too far from where I live in Mississippi. Now, I'm going to read a few articles and I'm going to read some posts and comment in different groups on Facebook. The first article I'm going to be reading from was NBC Dateline. These articles will kind of give you a better understanding of the case. Mother fears the worst as search for Jessica Stacks, last seen at the Tallahatchie River, stretches into 10th day. This article was published on January the 10th or January the 11th, I believe. I know it was one of those 2 days. Jessica Stacks, 28, was last seen on January the 1st, 2021, somewhere along the Tallahatchie River in Union County, Mississippi. Jessica and her boyfriend were on a boat when Jessica reportedly got out of the boat and made her way to the riverbank. It was later that evening that Jessica was reported missing. Her purse and car keys were left behind on the boat. Search and rescue teams have scoured the area around the river in Union County, but have not located Jessica. The Union County Sheriff's Office in Mississippi is investigating. And if we keep reading, there is more details to it. So here we go. Once again, this was on January the 10th or January the 11th is when these articles were published. That's the reason why it says 10 days since she's disappeared, when now it's been 28 days. It has been 10 days since 28-year-old Jessica Nicole Stacks disappeared somewhere along the Tallahatchie River in Union County, Mississippi, and her family fears the worst. My soul is telling me that something is very, very wrong, Jessica's mother, Kathy Story, told Dateline. I feel it when my kids are hungry. I feel it when they're sad. Right now, I don't have a good feeling at all. Jessica of New Albany, Mississippi, was last seen on Friday, January the 1st, 2021, according to Sheriff Jimmy Edwards with the Union County Sheriff's Office. Jessica's boyfriend, Jerry Wayne Baggett, told law enforcement officials that he and Jessica had launched a boat into the river near County Road 46 Bridge in the early morning hours of New Year's Day. They were on the water for a couple of hours when Jessica reportedly got out of the boat and made her way toward the north riverbank in the direction of State Highway 30. Baggett told the sheriff's office. Her purse and car keys were left behind, he confirmed. Sheriff Edwards told Dateline that Jessica's cell phone was later turned in by an individual who stated that he had it because Jessica and Baggett had planned to call him on it to be picked up at the end of their boating trip that day. It wasn't until 10:15 p.m. that evening that the Union County Sheriff's Department was informed of her disappearance, Sheriff Edwards told Dateline. Hours felt like days for Jessica's mother, Kathy, who said she couldn't sleep as she waited to hear from authorities. When January 2nd came and went without any sign of her daughter, Kathy knew something was wrong. January 2nd was her brother's 15th birthday, Kathy explained tearfully. They are very close. She would never miss his birthday. He's autistic and doesn't understand why she's not here. That right there broke my heart. Sheriff Edwards told Dateline that search and rescue teams were deployed, but because the river had flooded from heavy rain that pounded the area at the end of December, divers were not immediately able to go into the water. Instead, drones with thermal imaging cameras searched the river bottom between Tallahatchie and Highway 30. A Mississippi Highway Patrol helicopter searched the river and river bottom downstream from County Road 46. Heavy brush on the riverbanks were searched, and Sheriff Edwards told Dateline that a coat they believe Jessica had been wearing was found. It is not known what else she was wearing that day. This rose red flags for me because I'm like, did her boyfriend not know what she had on? On January the 9th, that's supposed to say flooding, after the flooding had subsided, 6 divers entered the 42-degree waters but found nothing. 2 cadaver dogs from Huntsville, Alabama, and their handlers also searched the river over the weekend. Other law enforcement agencies, including personnel from Mississippi Wildlife and Fisheries, Union County Search and Rescue, Mississippi Highway Patrol, have searched the river and river bottom on foot, using ATV vehicles and boats. The Mississippi Bureau of Investigation has also aided in the search. We're exhausting all options in order to find her, Sheriff Edwards said. It's important to us that we find her, and we aren't giving up. Jessica's family and friends have also formed search parties and started their own investigations, hoping to find some answers. Jessica's mother, Kathy, believes there's foul play involved in her daughter's disappearance. Kathy also posted these pictures, which are pretty graphic. Apparently, they say this is just a few of the pictures of what a sorry SOB did to my daughter. This is why she and many others suspect foul play. She didn't just walk away, and if she was hurt, we would have found her, Kathy's mother told Dateline. Someone did something to her, I know it. Sheriff Edwards told Dateline that they do not have any evidence that points to foul play at this time. He added that they are following every lead and encourage anyone with information to call the sheriff's office. I will have all the info, all the links in the description below. It's been a roller coaster ride and I'm hurting, Kathy told Dateline. I just want to know what happened. I feel it in my heart and soul that she's gone, but now I just need peace. Jessica is described as being 5 foot 4 inches tall, weighs between 110 and 125 pounds. She has blonde hair and green eyes. She has multiple tattoos, including a puzzle piece with the name Kobe and the name Braden. Anyone with information on Jessica's whereabouts is asked to call the Union County Sheriff's Office at 662-534-1943. And once again, I said I'm going to link all of the numbers, the articles, links, things like that in the description below. Her mother posted this the other day. 25 broken-hearted days. I love you. Please keep praying for me and my family. I can't take it anymore. Mama misses you, baby girl. And to the people that had your hands in it, may you know the rest. This broke my entire heart. And I'm like fighting back tears, even reading this stuff. As the mother of a daughter, I could only imagine. I've also been through a similar situation with my best friend who was kidnapped. And the not knowing part is torture. It really is. If anybody out there has any information about this, if you have anything you need to say, please call the sheriff's department. Please. The family, she has 3 kids, by the way. 3 kids that need their mama. My heart is broke for this family. It really is. I'm going to link, like I said, I keep saying it because I don't want anybody watching this that has information and that needs to talk to somebody. I don't want y'all to miss. I have the information in the description below. I will also leave it at the end of this video, the sheriff's department's number, contact info, everything like that. Please, please, share this video everywhere you can. Tag anybody you can think of. Let's help spread the word. Let's keep talking about Jessica Stacks. Imagine if this was your friend. Imagine if this was your daughter, your niece, your cousin, your mother. Please, please, please. Let's help spread the word. Unfortunately, there aren't many, if any, more updates in the case. Now, of course, law enforcement hasn't said a word. I'm sure they're keeping tight-lipped due to the active investigation. Now, y'all know how hearsay goes. A lot of it is pretty out there, but at this point, I would check every tip and lead. Now, it has been brought to everybody's attention that Jerry, the boyfriend that she was last seen with, his story has changed a few times. And there's also a lot of questions surrounding why Jessica allegedly cut her boot off and for whatever reason walked to the bank. Now, I want to remind everybody that it rained pretty heavy that same night they were allegedly on the boat, and with the river being out and bottoms flooded, there is no walking to the riverbank. Now, I'm just saying, I remember the rain and storms that night because it was New Year's Eve and no fireworks due to the rain and the storms. Now, look, this Jerry Baggett guy, her boyfriend, he's been all over social media answering people's questions, contradicting himself. That's why everybody's like knowing that his story has changed because they reading it for themselves. Now, people are pointing out that in the original statement that he made to the sheriff's department, or whoever he made the statement to, originally he was stating she walked in a totally different direction that he is stating now. So, yeah, it's kind of confusing there for people. And they're like, why do you not know what she was wearing? Like, nobody has said anything about clothing or anything like that. Now, I do know that search teams and divers came in, dogs were out there searching the creeks, the riverbank. They were searching some more areas of land in New Albany and Myrtle area of Union County. And I do know that Jessica's friends and family has voiced their frustrations on social media, saying that they believe that there could be more done. Now, I also seen people pointing out that the Jerry guy, had an ex that allegedly had overdosed. This is the article from that because, y'all, I had to go look this up. Now, this allegedly happened back in 2018, I believe it was. It was a few years ago. I do know that. The Union County Sheriff's Department has more questions than answers following the discovery of a dead woman parked in a parked vehicle off Mississippi 30 in the West Union community early Monday morning, Sheriff Jimmy Edwards said Monday afternoon. He identified Stephanie Kilo, 37, a white woman who had most recently been staying in Pontotoc. Sheriff Edwards offered few other details about the woman other than to say she's quote-unquote known to us. He declined to elaborate. The sheriff said there were no visible signs of trauma to the body. We're not terming the death a homicide at this time, but the circumstances surrounding her death made us suspicious enough to call the state crime lab to process the car and the body. The Mississippi Bureau of Investigations has been called in to assist with the case. The body has been sent to the state crime lab in Jackson for an autopsy. Hopefully, there will be some word back from the autopsy by the end of the week as to the cause of death. Right now, we just don't know, the sheriff said. Kilo's body was found about 5 a.m. in a small late-model Toyota with Pontotoc plates. The vehicle was parked in a dirt and grass driveway in front of a house at Lot 2, 1507, Mississippi 30. The property owner told investigators he heard a vehicle horn blowing about 5 a.m., saw the car's flashers on, and called authorities. A deputy investigated and found a female who had passed away in the driver's seat of the vehicle, Sheriff Edwards said. The scene was a beehive of activity Monday morning, with officers taking measurements and doing the many other jobs associated with the death scene investigation. Now, I want to point out Jerry Baggett and this woman were allegedly rumored to be quote-unquote involved. We have very small towns around here and people will talk, which is exactly what's happening now. In my opinion, this Jerry guy isn't being interrogated. Yes, I said interrogated, not just investigated. But allegedly, Jerry's dad and the sheriff know each other pretty well. Now, that is just alleged, but I mean, sometimes where there's smoke, there's fire. And like I keep saying, small towns talk. I just know family and friends want to know, neighbors of following counties. I mean, we would like to know more answers. I would like to know personally, why isn't he being investigated, interrogated? Now, I will post the Facebook group where you can keep up with this case. I will also be posting any updates as they come in and as there's more leads and tips and things like that that come in. We will be investigating ourselves and discussing it more. And if you have any tips or anything that you want to get off your chest about this case, about Jessica Stacks, if you have anything you want to say, please call the Union County Sheriff's Department. That number is here, and I will also link all of the contact info in the description below. If you haven't already, please smash that subscribe button and click that little bell so your notifications will be turned on. I also have a main channel where I discuss everything reality TV, celebrity news and gossip. I also spill some tea over there. So if that's something you're interested in, come on over and please subscribe to that channel. I also have started a vlog channel where I just vlog random things about my life. So if that is something you're interested in, I hope you come on over to there as well and smash that subscribe button. I will link all channels and all contact info in the description below, so don't forget to click that. Thanks for watching.